The object types that we will discuss here, they are the very basic object types that are used in the R language. So if we want to find the basic object types, then we have to use the command, that is command class parenthesis. And we have to use this command because all of the functions, they are not applicable on all of the object types, because some of the commands, they generate large objects, and in order to find all the elements present in the larger objects, we have to use the command str and again parenthesis. By using this str parenthesis, we will be able to find all the elements and objects present within the certain object. To demonstrate these, for example, str command, we have to consider the class, that is any, in the parenthesis we have to write any vector, then we get the numeric, then class data3, we will get the matrix, and then this command str means we will get all of the elements present in the object. So here number 1 ratio or :2 means this is the 2 columns, and 1:9 means that there are 9 rows. Here is the description. So this is the attribution, and in the commas we have to write the dimensions, names of the matrix, and that is the list of 2 means we have 2 columns x and y, and then these are written as CHR 1:2 x and y because these are 2 columns, and null means there is no rows. So if we explain this in few lines here, that command str gives a detailed description of a matrix that contains 2 columns here and 9 rows. That information is given on the first line output from str. The second line says that there are names for the dimension of the matrix. These are the names of the dimension, and those names are then listed. The 2 names are listed. Columns have names x and y, but rows do not contain names, but the names are listed as null. So it means that there is no data. We have already studied about the vectors. As we know, the vectors are the ordered list of numbers or the strings. So here we will again see one of the unique factor of the vector, that is we can calculate the length of the elements present in the vector. And so the command used is length and then parenthesis start and close. So if we want to find the length of any of the vector, that suppose is A in this case, and there are 8 elements present in the vector, then it will give us the answer that 9 is present in the vector, then we will get the answer 9. It means 9 numbers are present in a vector. Another object is known as the factor. So factor is also type is a vector that is used for grouping components of other vectors. So we can use the function of a factor and we can regroup different components of various vectors. So this can be used for sorting, and this factor is basically is a statistical methods, and it can be used for the linear regressions in statistics. So these factors have the storing categorical data and can be used, I've told you, linear regression models. And the command used is as.factor and parenthesis start and close. If you want to use this command as factor x, it means that we are going to merge or get the categorical data, and we will get the answer this one, and the level is 0 and 1. It means it's starting from 0 and 1 is ending. AS vector command converts the vector to a factor with the same level that were present in the vector. If argument mode numeric is used, the factor level is in ascending order are recorded with the numbers starting from 1. So another type of object is a matrix, and matrix is a type of a table in which there are n rows times the m columns. So in matrix, all the columns should have the same type of information. It means if the columns have the information of numbers, then it should, in all columns, it should be all numbers. And in matrix, the mix of columns and numbers cannot be used. For example, we have a data 2, and in which there are two columns, x and y, and we can see here in both of the columns there are numbers, and both columns, they are identical to each other. So we can use either numbers or columns. We can use only numbers and not the vectors in the case of matrix. Another type of object is called data frame, and in the data frame, different columns may have a different kind of informations. So in contrast to matrix, data frame can have a mixture of numbers and vectors, and this is the quality and the main characteristics of the data frame, that the numbers and the vector can be combined in the data frame.